Good morning. It is day 28 of my Camino, and as you know, I am recovering in Astorga from my calf injury. Yesterday, which was day 27, I stayed in the apartment all day, kept to my regimen of resting, elevating, icing, stretching, really just trying to help my calf recover. It is feeling quite a bit better today. It's not pain-free, but I'm hoping by Thursday. So today is Monday. I'm not planning to walk seriously again outside of some sightseeing and a little practice walking until Thursday. So I'm hoping, I still got a few days of recovery left and hopefully we'll be pain-free or close to it by Thursday. So today I am going to get out and do a little bit of sightseeing. There is a building designed by Gaudi that I want to go tour, and there's a museum associated with that building as well. And I'll eat lunch out somewhere and then come back to my apartment and spend the rest of the day here continuing my recovery regimen. I'll have dinner in my apartment, continue with icing and stretching, and hopefully just really aiding in my recovery as best I can. But I think it's good to get out and stretch my muscles a little bit and get some walking in. It's only about, I think it's less than half a mile to that Gaudi building, so I won't be walking a ton, but just enough to really get my muscles moving and stretching, and hopefully that helps a lot. So that's the plan for today. I made it to the Gaudi house. My calf hurts, but my walking isn't impeded. So that is a huge improvement. I've got 3 more days to really try to get rid of the pain, and I'm going to do that. But I am super excited to be at the Gaudi building. It's the Episcopal Palace. I've spent quite a bit of time in Barcelona. I love Gaudi architecture. There's a Gaudi building in León. That's when I first learned about Gaudi and got to appreciate his work. So we've got a really cool garden here to look through and then go inside the building. And I think this is going to be a great way to get some walking in and see something really cool. This place is amazing. It is worth coming to Astorga just to visit the Episcopal Palace. I love all the stained glass. I love all the arches. Just a super cool place to stay, and for a pilgrim, only costs €5. I'm gonna check out the gift shop because I am totally buying something from here, and then we'll look for some place for lunch. Got my souvenirs. Now there is a Camino store just across the street from here, so I'm going to check that out, and then we're going to look for lunch. What a surprise. I just ran into the Japanese couple. I haven't seen them, boy, it's been days, if not longer than a week or two. Every time I see them, I think, oh, I'm probably not going to see them again. But if I hadn't stayed here extra in Astorga, I wouldn't have, because they just arrived in Astorga today, and I, as originally scheduled, would have left today. So actually, it worked out really well. I'm glad I got to see them. Can't resist a pastry shop. Bought a couple things for later tonight. Here's what I got at that pastry shop. So this has cream and custard, I think both inside. And then she gave me this piece for free. So that was a great stop. So after walking around a bit, I decided, you know, I have a kitchen. I'm going to come back to my apartment and eat my meals in today just to save some additional money since I'm spending a little extra to stay here these extra couple nights. So that's it for today. I will see you tomorrow. Hello, it is now day 29 of my Camino, and today is my last recovery day in Astorga. I have a couple of museums I'm hoping to get to today. First will be the Chocolate Museum. Who doesn't want to go to a chocolate museum? And then there is a Roman museum. So I'm hoping to get to both of those today. It'll depend a little bit, again, on how my leg is feeling, on the weather. We've had quite a bit of rain here in Astorga, but it's not supposed to rain today much, I don't think. Hopefully I'll be able to stay out and get both of those museums in today. As far as my leg, it feels about as it did yesterday. So the walking around I did yesterday didn't seem to hurt it, so that's good. Continuing with stretching and everything else through today. So shooting still for a Thursday walk start. Today is Tuesday, so I think I should be good, fingers crossed. There really wasn't a whole lot to that museum, but it only cost a couple of euros, and it was still really interesting. They had a video where they went over the chocolate making process going back to the 18th century to now, and that was really interesting. I did buy some chocolate, so that's always a good thing. So now let's move on to the Roman Museum. Well, that museum was not much. I would not recommend it. It was only 3 euros, so it wasn't like it was a huge waste of money, but I didn't feel like there was much to see there. And they had you watch this video that was just like a fictitious account of 2 slaves that lived here. I don't know. Anyway, so I am now just gonna walk around, see what I can see. Here are remains of the Roman Forum. found a place on this main square to eat lunch. There's a lot of people here, so I'm thinking that's a good sign. My first course is going to be salad, my second course chicken, and of course, what he just brought me, you can probably guess, Tinto de Verano. Yes, I haven't had one of these in a few days. All right, back in my apartment. I had a great time walking around Astorga today. I love this city. I definitely want to come back. There are things that I would like to do that I didn't get a chance to. There's lots of really great parks and squares just to wander through. Really great little town. So I'm super happy that at least if I was going to have to take some days off, this was a good place to do it. So I'm in my apartment now for the rest of the evening. I'm going to really be just getting everything ready to go tomorrow. Some final icing while I still have the freezer to have some ice and stretching and just make sure that I'm ready to go tomorrow. Now remember, I'm not walking tomorrow. I'm just taking a bus to catch up to where I would have been if I had continued walking. So I technically have another day off tomorrow. So I think that'll be a good thing. And I feel like I'm really going to be ready to walk on Thursday. I felt pretty good today. I started out fairly stiff, but it all loosened up. But I did notice that after I had lunch and I got up, it was stiff again. So I need to make sure that I'm stretching every time I take a break and starting out slow and just not putting any more strain on this calf than I absolutely have to. So I'm feeling optimistic. Hopefully that is a reasonable thing to be thinking. I'll end the video here. Hope you enjoyed seeing some of the things I was able to do around Astorga, and I will see you again for moving forward tomorrow.